Hi guys, my name is Richard Julian. Welcome to my channel. Yeah, if this is your first time, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Trust me, you're gonna love it here. Henceforth, I'll be posting interesting content. Yeah, so whenever you come to my channel, you always find a content to satisfy you. Yeah, my topic for today will be the reality of moving abroad, the reality of moving to Canada. Trust me, moving abroad is not a joke. Yeah, it's not a joke because imagine you'll be leaving your life back home, you'll be leaving your job, you'll be leaving your family to come to a new country to start all over again. It's not going to be easy. Anybody that tells you it's going to be easy, the person is lying to you. Trust me. Yeah, so you have to prepare yourself, you have to prepare your mind, you have to be sure of what you want. Yes, because leaving everything you're doing back home to come start your life all over again, it's not a decision you make in a day. You have to be sure you want to do this because I've heard of situation where some people quit whatever they have back home and come down to a new country thinking everything is going to be smooth. Forgetting that as an immigrant, it takes time to blend into the system. It takes time to achieve success. Yes, because it doesn't come on a platter of gold. And many of the people back home, the agents that did their stuff for them, lie to them, make them feel they'll come abroad to pluck money on the tree or pick the money by the roadside. It doesn't work that way, trust me. So you have to prepare your mind before you embark on that journey. You have to prepare your mind before you book that flight. Yes, because that's why a lot of people come into the country frustrated. I've heard about some people going into depression and all of that, and that's because they didn't prepare their mind. Let me use myself as an example. Before I got to Canada, I prepared my mind. I did research. I watched YouTube videos, about the realities of coming to Canada. I had already prepared my mind. I even sometimes when I go on TikTok, I see videos about this realities. You understand? So I didn't see those things as a way to discourage myself from moving abroad. Rather, I had to prepare myself and teach myself that it's not going to be easy coming to a new country. You understand? So me and my partner had to talk to ourselves, challenge ourselves that when we get there, we are going to take it a step at a time. So when you're coming to a new country, you have to prepare your mind so you don't get depressed. You understand? I've even heard of situation where some people will even say they want to return back to their home country. Trust me, you want to go back and meet what's happening back home, or rather you should stay here and do the right thing so you can achieve your goals. You understand? But trust me, it's usually not easy. So that is why I advise people to make up their mind. Make up your mind, do research, watch videos about the realities of living abroad, because trust me, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. So the only way you can overcome whatever you're going to face or the challenges, you need to prepare your mind. If you prepare yourself, prepare your mind about the reality of moving abroad, you won't be caught unaware. Yeah, you won't be. Because there are lots that causes that depression. Because one, it's not going to be easy for you to get that job, that dream job, because you're going to start from the scratch when you come here. You're going to start from the scratch when you move abroad, because they have their rules and regulation here. They have a way they do their things here. Most times they don't even accept only our certification from back home. You have to do their own certification, to get that job description. You have to do certifications. Yes, you have to do certifications if you want to get a very good job, just like the one you're doing back home. Let's say you were a banker back home. You don't think you're going to come with your degree from your home country to just start working here straight up. No, it's not going to work that way. You need to do some certifications here in Canada. You need to get some Canadian experience to be able to blend in. And it's usually not easy. This process is, my dear, it is not easy. If anybody tell you it's easy, that person is lying to you. Because this period is going to be very challenging. Very, very, you start wondering, oh God, why am I just there for my home country? Oh God, why did I come to this new country? You start blaming yourself. But trust me, you don't have to think that way. Because in the end, it's going to be worth it. You understand? But at the beginning, it's going to be very, very challenging. Trust me. And you wouldn't want to give up. And you know what you went through, with the application process, with the whole money you spent. You wouldn't want that to go into drain. So you just have to be patient. Prepare your mind for the reality of moving abroad. Yes, because most people don't prepare their mind. They think maybe when they come here, they'll start working in the next 2 weeks, or they start working in the next 3 weeks. My dear, it doesn't work out that way here. It doesn't. So most times it can even take you a couple of weeks to get their certification, because for every job here, they'll ask you if you have a certification in Canada. You understand? Yeah, you might be lucky to get the one that might not ask you, but that is 2 out of 100. Most of them usually ask for a specific certification. You understand? So trust me, if you want to get that dream job, you need to do certifications. Yes, that is going to give you that job satisfaction. You get? Yes. And another reality of moving abroad is getting an accommodation. It's usually not easy getting accommodation from your home country, especially when you're still back home. You're trying to get accommodation on Facebook Marketplace or whatsoever sites anyone has referred to you. It's usually not easy getting accommodation from your home country. But some people are usually lucky to get, while some are not that lucky. Me, for example, when I was coming into Canada, I didn't get any accommodation before coming, so I got an accommodation for I got an Airbnb for 1 week. Yeah, 1 week, which enabled me to look for accommodation. Yeah, trust me. Some people stay as long as 1 month. Some people stay as long as 2 months in an Airbnb just because they need an accommodation. Especially if you're coming with a large family. If your family is very large, yeah, you might want to get a suitable accommodation, an accommodation that will fit the size of your family. Yes, you get. So it's usually not easy getting an accommodation, especially when you're coming with kids as well, because over here, when they hear you have kids, they usually have issues with that, except if you have a guarantor. Yes, if you have a guarantor, then you might not have issues. Then your guarantor will stand in for you. But if you don't have a guarantor, it's usually very, very challenging. Yes, then sometimes there's some kind of accommodation you would like to get, maybe that fancy kind of accommodation. Some landlord will be asking for credit score, pay stub. They ask for so many requirements. So it depends on the landlord. So, but if you meet some other landlords, they don't mind. They'll just tell you to look for a guarantor. Yes, trust me. If you can get a guarantor, then you can get that that reasonable accommodation you want. Yes. So housing is another issue people are facing in Canada, especially immigrants. Getting accommodation now is kind of scarce. Yes. The housing crisis is on the rise. Yes, it was even on the news some days ago that getting accommodation in Canada is something else now. Yes, and it's very expensive. Yes, because if you need accommodation for one person, you can get it for like maybe $1,000. Canadian dollars, while some will tell you, okay, if you're a couple, you're going to pay 1,300. They'll add a whole 300 Canadian dollars to it because you are two that's going to be staying in a room. Yes, so, and this is the way they do their stuff here, and you can't question them. It's their house, right? So you just have to, pay up and, move into your accommodation. But trust me, when you get that accommodation, you're going to, settle in and you won't have any issues, for a while. Yeah, so accommodation is another issues immigrants have moving into Canada. Yes, especially when you don't have a guarantor. Yeah, so the third one I'm going to talk about now, which is a concern for every new immigrant, because it can be really depressing. When you move into a new country, you definitely you need to start doing something. You need to start working, and most times it takes time, to get that dream job. It takes time because most of the organizations should be asking, do you have this, do you have that? I remembered when I applied for let me say, what was that role? Ordinary dishwasher. They will ask you for a certification. Yeah, they are going to ask you for certification. Is that funny? Back in my home country, who cares about that? And definitely, why would I apply for such in my home country? But when you're so desperate to do something, you just want to apply for anything. So even down to a dishwasher, they ask for certification. They'll ask you if you have a food handler certification. They'll ask you if you have a COVID-19 this. Their requirements are so much, But trust me, if you can meet up with their requirements, you don't have an issue. They'll schedule an interview for you and probably tell you to resume. But during those times, those waiting times, it's usually not easy because you wait for a while. Some people wait for as long as 3 weeks. Some people might be lucky to get jobs in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, but not everybody are that lucky. I've seen some people who has been jobless for over 4-5 months, especially as students. It's very hard to get student job in Canada. It's very hard to get student job in Canada. It's usually easier in the UK, but here, because of the class schedule, and it all depends on your class schedule though. If your class schedule is it's favorable for you, then it might not be an issue, you get. But sometimes some people have classes from morning till till evening, so it all depends on your class schedule. So sometimes getting jobs as a student, especially in those Atlantic sides of Canada, yes, but in Ontario, some students still get job. Most students still get jobs, you get. But you need to be sure of your schedule before you fix in for your part-time job. Yeah, so getting a job in Canada, you need to be mentally ready, because it's not going to be easy. So that is when it becomes more depressing. At that point you're going to feel depressed, you get. So that is the reason why you need to use that time to fill your mind with positive things. Yeah. So another thing I'll be talking about is your CV. Yeah, they have a Canadian CV format. Yes. Most of the CV formats we brought back from my home country, you can't use them here. So you need to have the Canadian CV format. And let's say, for example, you want to apply for the role of a customer service. You make sure the experience you have from your home country under the customer service role, you type down the responsibilities for only that customer service. You don't put a personal support worker under customer service, you understand? So just make it more professional. If you are a personal support worker, make sure your experiences you have about personal support worker, caregiving and all of that, you understand? So that is the way you make your CV professional you get. And when you are typing your CV, make sure you use keywords from the job description the from whatever you find the job. If it's on Indeed, just check the job description and make sure you pick in some keywords and put into your resume, because most of these employers use what they call ATS to just go scroll through it. Then whichever one is has that keywords, they put it aside, yes, and go through it. So trust me, if you want to get a fast response from your employer, make sure you check for keywords from that job description, either on Indeed or wherever you're searching for the job on. Make sure you get copy out the job description and work on your CV. So later on I'm going to do a detailed video about that. Yes. So if you can take your time to work on those things, trust me, getting a job will not be an issue. Then also be patient. When you're seeking for a job, you have to be very patient. So that is why it is very important to be financially ready when you're coming into Canada or whatever country you're going to. You have to be financially ready. So that is why it is advisable to come with enough living expenses, so that within 1 to 3 months you're not going to be stranded in any way. Because trust me, depression is real in this country. I've seen some people come into the country stranded, and they just wonder about. It's not a good thing, because there's so much cold in the country right now. This is winter period, so you wouldn't want to be caught unaware, and you wouldn't want to be stranded. So my dears, you guys should take precautions and bring enough ego when you're coming. Okay, may God provide for us all. Another reality I'm going to talk about of moving abroad is paying bills. As soon as you come into the country, hey, bills don't dey choke oh. Trust me, you from the day you step into the country, you start paying bills. Yes, because you have to get your SIN, you have to open your bank account and so on. For the SIN, your that is your identity number, because it's very important for for job search, and I think the Canadian government use that to get your identity in the country. Then also, if you are coming into the country, you need to open a bank account. You need to get a Presto card, and that is not free because you have to pay for this thing. So as soon as you get into the country, you start paying bills. You will start paying bills as soon as you get into the country, because when you get your SIM, they're going to be charging you monthly. Yes, and it doesn't come cheap. It's around $60. So just imagine you've not gotten any job, so you'll be paying $60 monthly. You get, so you just need to be financially ready, because trust me, you can't do without a SIM card. Because when you want to apply for jobs, you need to put your phone number, your Canadian phone number, on your resume. So as soon as you get into the country, bills don't they start. Your landlord, no one here say please give me some time. No, you have to pay your landlord their rent monthly, and the way time fly in this country, you'll be amazed. You wake up by 8, before you know it's already 10, before you know it's already 12, before you know it's already 2, and you'll be wondering where is time flying to. And before you know it's month end. They pay rent here monthly, unlike from our home country where we pay yearly. But here they pay rent monthly. So as soon as you get into the country, you start paying bills. You start paying bills. There is water bill, there is gas bill, there is light bill. So as soon as you get into Canada, bills don't they choke with that. So you have to be financially ready. Please, I wouldn't want you to be stranded. Okay? Because being stranded in this country is not a good one. Yes, trust me. So our advice when you're coming, just get more information about how to settle in, because it's going to really help you. because depression is real low. This is not Nigeria that when you go outside you say, hey, Biliki, no, here. Nobody has your time here. Everybody minds their own business. Trust me, everybody minds their own business. So trust me, you need to be ready. So, and another advice I want to give to people is that when you're coming into the country, please and please try to learn a skill. That was the mistake I made. I wish I took that seriously. I really wish I took that seriously. You know, if I had a skill, I could have, the time I don't have, the time I didn't get the job, I could have been doing something, maybe making hair or doing something, But, I didn't learn any of those skills. You can learn how to make wig, you can learn how to revamp wig, you can learn how to make up, you can learn how to, make bake, the catering services, you can learn that as well. So, and it's a really good one for you if you can do this. Like, you'll be very proud of yourself. Yes, because look at me now. I've been carrying this hair now for over a month. I don't know how to go about losing it. Unlike in Nigeria, we will just go to a salon and start losing. Over here, if you want to make your hair, you need to have over $120 Canadian dollars, and you've not started. Imagine you've not started working. How are you going to afford that? $120 converted from Nigerian money, you don't know how much that is. That is almost 110,000. So imagine you're bringing money from your home country, you're going to convert that to make your hair. You understand? So that's why I said when you're coming into the country, you start paying bills. You understand? So that is why I advise people, get a skill, just learn something, learn how to make hair, because hair is a very lucrative business here in Canada. If you can make hair, you can always, bargain with people, make friends at school or whatsoever, just, so you can, make that money, extra income. Nothing is too small or nothing is too big. Money no dey tire person, so you need to, learn skills that will give you extra income. Because trust me, bills in Canada is not a joke. Especially with the high inflation in every country in the world. So you need to be ready. You understand? So getting a skill is very, very important. If you want to go into tech, going to tech is also a skill. Whatever you can do with your hands that will bring more money for you, please don't give it a second thought. Another thing I'll talk about is, please, when you're coming, bring enough food so that it can take you for a long time before you get that job, before you start working. Because converting naira to dollars is a lot, especially with the way our money is crashing back home. So you need to come here with a lot of food, so that before you start thinking of buying food outside, at least you would have exhausted the one you have, and by God's grace, by then you would have started working. So please bring enough food, okay? Don't listen to people that say, oh, don't waste your time, don't carry load. Please, as a new immigrant, food is very important. When I came to Canada, if you know how many bags of food I carried, over 43 kg of food, and trust me, it was really helpful. It was really, really helpful. There are sometimes you don't even feel like going out, because I have everything I want here. I'll just go there, pick what I want to cook, and I'm okay for the day. You understand? So when you bring food, for a while, you will not, worry yourself, except maybe once in a while you just want to get one or two things that you don't have or you didn't remember to bring. That's a different thing, and you're not going to spend much in doing that. And remember, I said there are other bills you have to pay. So getting food from your home country is going to help you save a lot of money. You understand? So for the period of time you're going to be here, for the period of time you're going to be here before you get a job, the food is going to sustain you. You understand? So that is it. So thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. And I'll see you this time next week. Thank you very much, and do have a great day. Bye.